Let's start off with a unique place to host your ceremony or your reception or both. Becca Johnson is event coordinator at the Spotlight Events Theater or Center in Moline, and maybe you do know it as a theater because you guys also do shows there.
Yes.
Yeah. How do those come together, or how are those separate there at your place, Becca?
You know, they're separate. Sarah and Brent Tubbs, they run the theater, but we're all just kind of collective with the Spotlight, and we're all really supportive of each other, so it just kind of all works for us.
It is such a beautiful place and historic in the Quad Cities. It's the former Scottish Rite Cathedral in Moline. Now look at this. That's the stage, right? And that's where you could get married?
Yep, that's the theater, and that's where you can hold your ceremony.
How many can be in that room? How many does that hold, Becca?
It holds around, I think, 500, maybe a little bit more.
So if you ever want to get married on stage, that's the place to do it, right?
Yes, definitely.
And people are looking for different places to have weddings now, you know, to actually have their ceremony. If they don't have a church and they don't have a spot picked out, a place like that's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your other things there. Of course, you have the reception areas.
Right. Yeah. And so that's something that's great about it is you can have your ceremony in the theater, and then you can just go right down to the reception hall.
You got that decked out in black and white now. You're the event coordinator there, so you have other vendors.
Yes.
So how do you pull that all together? What else do you do, Becca?
So we'll bring in catering companies, and you know, we try to work with the bride and groom on which catering company they want to bring in. So we try to be very versatile in that with them.
The wedding planner. Right?
Yes, yes, we have lots of relationships with other vendors too, you know, photography, video, a photo booth, DJ.
Great.
I mean, we can help you with all of it, so.
Well, the outside of the place, now look at this. You came up with that specialty lighting, and is this for, how often do you use that? Is that for anybody, Becca?
Yeah, I mean, we try to light it up every single night for holidays, special events. So we had it lit up for the football teams.
Cool. It looks like Vegas. Right? It's a Vegas hotel and casino, right?
Yeah, you can program it to, you know, do a light show, or you can just, you know, stay one color or two colors, kind of however.
So they could be, are those the colors you use, or can you do the colors of your wedding?
Yeah, you can do the colors of your wedding. There's up to 250 plus color combinations you can do.
Oh my, that's cool. And you know what's neat about it is that it's right off the bridge. So whether you're Iowa or Illinois, it's right there in Moline downtown. You can certainly see it from I-74.
Yeah,
it's a landmark, definitely.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the history there for people saying, what is the Scottish Rite Cathedral and why is it now Spotlight? How did that all come together, Becca?
Well, the Masons that were, you know, in there before, they decided it was time to pass it on. So Blake and Adam, their business partners, they decided to, you know, take hold of the building and transform it with keeping that historical heart to it. So, you know, there's a lot of updates happening, but it hasn't lost that historic charm that it has.
No, not at all. When we saw that shot of the, especially the stage, you know, the woodwork, the beauty of it is definitely still there, and you've modernized it. That's where I went to Moline High School, and that's where we had our prom. But it was downstairs. What are you guys doing downstairs now? Do you have that open at all?
Yeah, so that's actually the event center.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's where I had my senior prom. So there's a lot of history there for me, and of course it's much older than that even older than when I was in high school, so that's a long time. So we're talking about the Spotlight Event Center in Moline. Let's take a look at the info for you. Theater as well, of course, you know, so we encourage you to patronize them for the shows coming up. Is there one coming up?
Yeah, it's a Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. That's opening on Valentine's Day.
Oh, how romantic. Love and Murder, okay, on 7th Avenue in Moline. You told me you're already booking dates for weddings and receptions this year and next.
Yep, into 2020 as well.
Wow. Becca, it's good to see you.
Thank you so much.